Welcome back, folks. Chris Bartagone, ZP002 here from ZERT today to talk about a product that is near and dear to my heart. It's a product review, different kind of product review today. Today we're going to be talking about knives, and most importantly, we're going to be talking about DMO knives, Dead Moose Ops knives. Guys, this brand has been around for a long time. I've known about this brand for over a decade. They have some amazing knives, some great knives, workhorse knives, if you will, juggernauts of knives. When it comes to beefiness, DMO Knives is the king of this topic. There's some real exciting things happen. I'm going to tease a little bit of it. I'm going to talk a little bit about it today, but you're going to hear a little bit more over the next week. It's really exciting, guys. I cannot wait to share with you what we talked about today. But let's start back at the beginning. Over a decade ago now, DMO Knives was on the scene in the firearms industry. I was working for Dewey Rods, and a lot of you OG ZERT members know that Dewey Rods is also a ZERT affiliate. But we connected with these guys, and we were able to get a Dewey Rod knife made. If you guys can see that here, we'll put up some B-roll here, but very similar to ZERT colors. We got the black Cerakote blade with the G10 handle here, and this model is the Breacher. A formidable knife. You will see it's 10 inches in overall length from end to end with a 4.1 inch blade. It is a pretty thick knife, and we'll see if you can, I don't know if you're going to be able to pick that up, but there you go. You can see the spine of this thing. It runs obviously all the way. It is one piece and runs all the way through the handle. Beautiful scaled handle here, but it is a thick and heavy knife. This thing is, like I said, it's a beast, great for chopping, has a very, very sharp edge to it, and you can see that it's had its fair share of work done with it and to it, if you will. And so this bad boy was the first of my DMO knives. Comes with a sheath and has a tech lock backing, as you can see here. So the sheath, it can be arranged differently, but it's got tech lock, so you can clip this to a belt, to a bag, to a plate carrier. There was some quiet time over at DMO Knives as they transitioned and did other things and made some amazing blades, but they had a pretty good lineup of blades out there, all very, very similar in size and beefiness, if you will. And then when I took over at ZERT, I contacted and started to work with DMO Knives again. You got Jeff and Jen over there, great people. This is an LEO and family owned and operated company. So we love that. We love to support these guys. And obviously, as you guys know, ZERT members do get a discount over at the DMOKnives.com website. But as of late, they've been doing some really exciting things. They've been doing some new drops, new knife drops. And if you go over to their website, you'll see that there's one that's, I believe that's happening very soon. And it is the TIG, the TIG knife from 13 Hours. So it's the TIG 13-hour knife. And it's the John Teagan 13 Hours Evo Fighter knife. And it's a mean looking blade. So a couple of years ago, when I started to work with DMO Knives again, and we got them set up as a ZERT affiliate, because knives are just as important as firearms, in my opinion. I use my knife more than I use my firearm every day, whether it's my pocket knife. Obviously, I don't carry one of these as a pocket knife, but these I do use around the house. This knife, this Breacher, this original Breacher right here, this knife sits on my fireplace, and this is what I use to create tinder, feather sticks, and all the stuff that I use to make a fire almost nightly in the winter. The next knife that I am going to show you, which you guys have seen in pictures when I am camping, is the ZERT knife that they made for me. Now, this one has been through the ringer and more, and you'll see that the logo is completely gone. The Crossbreed measures in at a total length of 11 inches, guys. From tip to butt here, you're talking 11 inches with a blade thickness of 0.25. Total weight is 15.7 ounces, and obviously it's a G10 handle with a Cerakoted, black Cerakoted finish on the blade. Now, that's the total length, and I believe the blade length is, I think it's a 6-inch blade, or over 6-inch blade. So, pretty awesome knife here. So this was the second knife that I got from DMO Knives. Now, this thing has come with me on multiple camping trips and has done the job that I normally used to take a hatchet or an axe for. Not chopping down big trees, but when you go camping and you go to some of these campgrounds, obviously you can get the firewood there, and this knife has done everything from splitting that firewood to cutting up chicken and anything else you can imagine. Got a couple of lanyard holes. Obviously, it's got a lanyard hole here at the end, the red G10 scaled handle, their famous DMO logo right there, what you can see. And there we go. It's got the obviously the groove for your finger so you don't slip past the blade, and again comes with a sheath with the tech lock on it. Great knife, definitely sturdy and will hold up to anything. Now, when I spoke to the guys over at DMO today, I was like, hey, listen, you know, when it comes to sharpening these things, what do you suggest? And they've got a whole system, but what they said, which was so cool, folks, is send it back to us and we will sharpen it. The DMO knives have a lifetime guarantee on their blades. You send your knife back to them and it gets sent back to you in the original shape that you bought it in. So if there is anything wrong with the handles, if it needs to be sharpened, anything like that, they have a lifetime guarantee, which I think is so cool in today's day and age. I mean, they're built to last and they don't ask any questions. They just get you your knife back to its original working condition. So I think that is awesome. Blade repair, sharpening, handle replacement, all free of charge. How awesome is that? So the last knife that they did for me was a design that I saw on their website, and I just, something about it, I really, really loved the way that this blade was designed. Now, it's not available on their website anymore. I do not know if they're bringing it back, but it is the Orca. So this big baby right here is, let's see if we can get a focus on that. Focus. All right, well, there you go. You can kind of get an idea of what that knife looks like shape-wise. Again, handle, same G10 handle, runs all the way through. This has this big giant belly curve up here. I've used this to baton through wood. My whole purpose of this knife was to use it for in the kitchen, basically for cutting food. Not as long of a blade as I would prefer for that, so I didn't end up using it for that, but I did make this a camp knife as well. This one was just a regular, I don't believe it's Cerakote, I believe this is just the stonewash finish, and I love this blade. I think it's a great, great knife. Now, the sheath that it comes with is designed a little bit differently, which I thought was interesting when they did it. And it's gonna be hard to see here. It's gonna be hard to pick up in this light, and we'll try to get it on some B-roll where you can see the way that they had to almost cut out the back of the Kydex sheath in order for it to fit. In here. Now I don't have a tech lock on this one, but that was by design, as like I said, it is just used for the kitchen, and we don't need to clip it to the apron when we're preparing food. But guys, there's not much else to say about the DMO knives except for the fact that they are, like I said, they're built to last. I cannot see one of these knives ever breaking on you, or, I mean, sure, it's going to get dull, and then knowing that you can now ship it back and get it shipped for free is just great customer service from a great bunch of people. They're made in America. So there's that, you know, with today's day and age, and you're not sure what you're going to get. That's pretty awesome. It is 1095 high carbon steel, like I said, with a G10 handle. Now, as far as their website right now, it's been upgraded. So if you're familiar with the DMO Knives website, because you've been paying attention for a couple of years now since they've been affiliated with ZERT, the way that their website looked then and how it looks now is just completely different. So if you're looking for something that you saw originally, it may not be there, but you can always reach out to them and they'll probably answer the question for you guys as far as an older knife and older blade that they had available. What they do have available right now is that EVO Fighter, that limited edition that's coming out. There's another limited edition knife called the this is an Outback model. They've got the Felon, which is the Hodge Twins edition, so that's pretty cool. These guys work with the Hodge Twins. They've got the Chub, which is a little jobber. I like that one too. The Scar might be something to pay attention to here, folks. And like I said, the Breacher. They had a couple of knives on their pass drop section of the website, which were interesting. They have a push dagger, which was pretty cool. They have an angled breacher, so back to like this one, but this blade is angled more this way. They had a Raptor, which is a karambit style, and all of those knives have a notify me on restock link underneath the picture. So if you are interested in any of those pass drops, you can find those on that section and be notified via email. They've got a pretty cool tomahawk also called the Warbird, and I really, really like that one. I'm interested in that when it comes back available for purchase. So, guys, DMO Knives, built to last, made in America by a master bladesmith with a lifetime warranty. What else could you ask for? A kick-ass knife that is not for the weak of heart, or the faint of heart, or for the weak. But that's all I got about these knives. I want you to go over, follow them on Instagram if you're not already doing that. Follow them on Facebook if they have a Facebook page. But also make sure you are liking and subscribing these videos so you get notified when we drop more. And just when you do that, you'll probably get a notification of what's to come when we drop the big news later this month with DMO Knives. So, okay guys, until next time, you stay safe out there and we'll talk to you soon. ZP002 out.